Hi guys, so today on the healing journey, I thought I'd talk about forgiveness. Now for me, this has been probably the hardest thing to overcome in the healing journey. It's forgiving all those that have done you wrong, hurt you, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. Forgiveness. And that's, you do it, you've got to do it for yourself, not for them bastards, fuck them bastards. But I mean, you've got to do it for yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, who wants to be a bitter bitch? I know I don't. I still want to remain, to be a nice person. I don't want shit what other people do to me, affects me in my life going forward. I still want to remain sort of the same person. I mean, it's going back to forgiving a rapist and family members that covered it up. It's it's not easy. But at the end of the day, you've got to do it for yourself. Like I said, who wants to be a bitter bitch? I certainly don't. And I think that's learning to forgive other people and learning that it's all the baggage that they hold and trauma that they hold and their unhealed selves is why they put their baggage and nasty, vengeful ways or whatever it may be onto you, and sooner you grasp that, better things become for you. I mean, it's like going back to my biological dad who sexually abused me and raped me as a kid, and for my going back to my kiddie self, it'd be like, stop him! I mean, he's dead now anyway, so don't make no odds, but your first reaction is to retaliate, but it's sort of having discernment and teaching yourself to forgive the other person that's hurt you in any which way, form, whether they might have cheated on you, they might have, I don't know, anything, whatever, backstabbed you, started rumours about you, tried to manipulate you in some shape or form. And I don't know about you, but I mean, when people have tried to manipulate me, I might let them do it for a little bit just to see where they're going with it, that give them an inch and they'll take a mile sort of situation, and then they just get cut off. Sometimes you've got to act a fool to make a fool think it's fooling you. And being blonde, get away with it most of the time. So forgiveness, I think, is the hardest one to sort of, for me anyway, on my personal sort of healing journey. Forgiveness has been the hardest one, putting the ego aside, and you just got to think it's for the greater good, for the greater good, for the future, for you going forward as a person. You've just got to forgive. You've got to forgive. You don't have to forget. You don't have to let anybody sit back in and, try and wangle the magic on you again, as it were. But you can forgive. You can forgive and let it go. Let it go. But it just brings you so much more peace. It's like I say, you don't have to forget it, but you can forgive the person, wish them well, and let it go. Let it go. Because if you don't, you will end up a bitter bitch or a bitter boy, male, female, whatever. yeah, so that's been sort of my hardest struggle. And I think that's where all the dark nights of the soul and the struggles came from, on this sort of healing journey for me, is forgiving the bastards. But yeah, it is, well worth doing. And just realising that, everybody's got some sort of traumas, life's a life in and all that. Yeah, and it's just, you got to use your discernment with people going forward, and maybe try not to let them work the ticket with you as much. I think now going forward, if I get any vibe, see you later. Not for me, love.